Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. On second down, ETN once more. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. That is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to try and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I really like what Jacksonville did in free agency, and what a smart gamble, in my opinion, bringing in Evan Ingram on a 1-year deal. Best case scenario, he gets back to being the Pro Bowl player he was in 2020 and gives Trevor Lawrence a big-time weapon in the middle of the field. That duo links up there and picks up a first down.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And Lambeau will put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They go play action now. Ryan. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. He's got the 1st down and more. Down the right sideline. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Got it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Ryan. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's bound the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams, division rivals, of course. And you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win. And the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the 2-win Jags came. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Hines now on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Play action. It's Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown! Paris Campbell, 55 yards. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the rout is on here in this 1st half. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 12-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if not, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And now here's another interception. And the Colts are going to take possession. At the 42-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 151 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Room here to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Lindsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run by Lindsey. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. They give to Taylor out of the gun. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 77 yards. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start with a give to Taylor. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result Touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, and you see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game. And now here's another interception. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, here's Agnew. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On play action, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner,